Great. And so, welcome back to another exciting episode of Dragon Ball Z. This is your Dungeon Master, Aaron Schaefer, and with me I am joined by...
Rebecca.
And also...
Savannah Lee, heart emoji.
Very,
not the heart emoji.
I feel like there's a Rebecca in here, and they should leave the chat, because I have no Rebeccas as a part of my...
Huzzah!
Yeah, so let me just pick Rebecca real quick.
Michaela.
Yep, there it is. Great. We've already actually done an entire campaign with these characters and with these wonderful players. And we were actually in the second part of this campaign. Well, this is going to be a session.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And I betrayed everybody.
You did. And then you became a rock. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that,
I became into a ceiling crystal. So shut up.
yeah.
I trapped you inside an amulet because you deserved it.
Shut the hell up.
Yes, indeed. All of these things did indeed happen. And now the world has been changed by these events. But that's not for today, for not right now. What we're going to start off with, we're going to talk about characters. We're going to go over each one of your characters and how they fit into the new world. And what I would like to do first is tell you a little bit about how that world looks. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
First of all, it is 60 years after the events of the first campaign.
Nice.
The original town that you guys were in, what do we call that again? Was that Sustopia?
Yes.
That was indeed Sustopia. I'm telling you, the old names aren't going to fit in with the new playstyle, because the new playstyle is going to be much more real. But Sustopia is the canon name of that town.
Sustopia, the first
of that town. And so it has to continue. So Sustopia is still there, but it has been diminished greatly. The destructive force that was Orion and the horrible events of the previous campaign has left that town in tatters. It's just pretty much a ruin right now. Most of the people who live there are poor and destitute, and the amount of refugees from that once great city is flood away into the other areas on the continent. One such area is the port and trade town of El Shalad. You'll see the map of El Shalad right there in front of you. It is an important port city, and you might recognize some of its people, as in the previous campaign. This is where we're gonna call them waterbenders, the druids came, who were carrying an entire lake. You guys remember that?
The druids, oh god.
Yes, the druid people who were carrying the lake, they came from this town. And as you can see, their actions kind of changed the landscape of where they were, right? A once lush and forested area of El Shalad has now turned into kind of like a desert city. Think an Arabic city, think somewhere like Cairo and places like that. It is hugging the ocean there. Of course, the ocean water is undrinkable, and so much of the water they get is from deep underground in the wells left over from when the lake was there, when the reservoir was there. So that's El Shalad, right? So on top of that place, there's also far to the west is Eldia. And Eldia and El Shalad, it's like Eldia rules El Shalad. Eldia is a massive, like metropolis-style kingdom with beautiful architecture, infrastructure, artistry, all these things that Eldia has. And El Shalad is kind of like an outpost. A very important outpost of the Eldian Empire,
is it the Eldian Hood?
Say what?
Is it the Eldian Hood?
It's the Eldian Hood. You know, it's the place where a couple of good things are happening there, but you're gonna find out really quickly that some shady characters are running around in El Shalad.
The
ghetto. And so, that's El Shalad and Eldia. And then far to the south, past the newly formed desert, there are the Elven Kingdoms. The three Elven Kingdoms are the Sora, the Wind Elves, the Haroon, who are the Desert Elves, and the Umberly, which are the Ebon Elves. And each one of these three kingdoms are vying for power down there in the south, and making sure that no other races or no other kingdoms are getting in the way of their power struggles down there in the south. Aside from that, there is a new cult going around.
Nice.
Brilliant.
Gotta have a new cult. This new cult is worshiping this unspeakable deity. They never say the name of their god. And so this unspeakable deity, the only thing that we know about these people is they keep talking about pacifying the world and making
I have a couple ideas about how the deity is.
I have a couple ideas.
And making the world calm. That's the main driving force. Right?
Orion 2.0.
Oh god.
That ain't Orion, that's Onion.
No,
That ain't Orion, that's Taurus.
It's Taurus. Oh god, it's Aquarius.
I hope they don't discover the rock. But that would be very annoying to fight.
And so that is kind of where we're going. We have El Shalada Desert City. There is a massive empire named Eldia far, far to the east. It's actually far to the north is across the ocean, the Abari Ocean that's above the city there. Down the south, across the desert that's below El Shalad, are the Elven Kingdoms. And then somewhere far to the west is the ruins of Old Sustopia. The name of the city has been lost, so only the people who have come there remember the name. They just call it the Ruin now.
Okay.
Huh.
And yes, this is a bold-faced GM tactic for me to never have to say Sustopia again.
Great.
Fair enough. So we don't refer to it as Sustopia, we refer to it as the Ruins.
No, we refer to it as Sustopia because we were there.
Well, so let's pause here. Your characters are newly formed characters, so we're going to decide right now where they come from, who they are, and how they fit into this world, right? So you guys might be refugees from the Ruin, or you could be from Eldia, or you could be from one of the Elven Kingdoms, or you could be from some faraway land that you make up, and then we'll fit how you got here. But the main driving force is all three of you are here in El Shalad right now. So you guys have to decide how you got here, why you're here, and what's going on, right?
Question.
Yes.
Which place is the closest to the ruins?
Which place is the closest to the ruins? So I'll say that, and unfortunately this doesn't help you, but the ruins are as far away from everything. Like, it's all the way to the west, whereas we're talking about a straight line north, middle, and south on the left, this side of the continent, and then the ruin is all the way to the west. So anyone who traveled from the ruin traveled for months and months and months to get to El Shalad.
So it's pretty far.
It's pretty far, yeah.
Which is the reason why, like, the druids that came from here, they heard of Orion way before you guys did, and had been coming this whole time until they finally arrived.
I know them legs are beefy.
The legs are beefy. They had caravan, but also you recognize they were carrying, like, drinking water over their heads, so they could kind of survive in the desert. But yes. So let me tell you a little bit about the city, because we're going to spend a lot of time in El Shalad, and there will be plenty of movements for you to choose to go to other places, to try to travel to Eldia or go down to the Elven lands. But El Shalad is going to be a major place for you now. Okay.
Yep.
Alrighty.
So I'm going to read off something that you guys would automatically know. This is the information you would know. Okay.
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 This is like 2 pages. So just sit down, get ready to listen.
I
All
was
right.
not going to stand up.
Good. So
It was not
Order-
that funny.
Shut up.
the border city of El Shalad has seen its share of trouble. Resting on the shores of the Lake Obari, it serves as the last haven of Eldian sovereignty before the vast Umber Desert to the south. Roaming bands of outlaws on occasion would test its defenses, making off with cattle when they succeeded and leaving their corpses to be burned when they didn't. Harpies perch in the nearby hills, drawing unwary travelers with their treacherous song. And of course, there was the Ruby Ring. If crime didn't pay, no one told the Ruby Ring. An alliance of thieves, merchants, fences, council members, and justicars. They ran most of the border towns of Eldia that ran up against the Fulan Desert to the south. They never took high office. The mayors of the Eldian state officially ran things. But if anyone earnestly said that Eldia held sway in these far-flung parts of the empire, they were brainwashed or lying. Everything ran through the gatehouse, the large octagonal fort on the south edge of town. There wasn't a single coin that hadn't seen the ringmaster's hand before entering the town. Guildmaster Astor Julen runs this faction. The Elden nobility has a token presence in El Shalad, with the position of mayor held by Yolanda Justina. Known in high circles as a post meant to punish those deemed too energetic for the capital, no one seemed to have told Yolanda, who uses her considerable genius to maintain the outpost town with little resources and no outside assistance. Because most of the Justicars are on the Ruby Ring's payroll, Yolanda employs more unorthodox methods to exercise power, most notably the hiring of mercenaries and adventure-seeking types. So you can guess you're probably going to work for the goddamn thing.
Oh god, we're working for the government. Oh god.
Oh no!
Just like
oh,
last
no.
time.
Oh god.
We're
El
no,
Shalad, yes. I'm sorry, guys. You guys work for the man.
Oh, no.
we're no longer mercenaries.
No!
Well,
You're still
actually,
mercenaries.
we're still mercenaries. Just we work for the government. Like,
You're
you know
for the
what? Let's just hope for their sake they don't end up like Persephone did.
You guys do have a high tendency of murdering your employer. So, all right, let me continue here. El Shalad is a place of great markets and prosperous ports, but also a center for religious study. The great spires jut skyward in the northeastern quarter. Their angle perfectly mirrored the heavenly bodies at different points of the year. High Priestess Zeria leads the faithful in prayer to no one God, but to the concept of divinity itself. Worshipping whatever forces brought the gods into being, Zeria's followers believe that something greater awaits beyond the powers of the known deities. A sizable Jele colony exists in the deserts outside of El Shalad, a haven of artists and scribes whose patron god, Zol Malik, rewards adherents for inspired research and art alike. Each individual's living space must be crafted or designed by them, which leads to a wild and dreamlike landscape of colors and shapes, as well as mysteries and secrets to be found. Koltania Amani is the chief architect of the colony. Across the desert of El Shalad and Eldia are the Consensus, an alliance of 3 elven kingdoms, Sora, Harun, and Umberly, of the Wind Elves, the Desert Elves, and the Ebon Elves. A massive power play is churning as the Queen of the Desert Elves and the King of the Ebon Elves have been seen making closer ties at the expense of their Wind Elven compatriots. Talk is even circulating that the two might even wed in violation of the charter that maintains the balance of power between the 3 factions.
Crazy.
Grand Chief Uriel of the Wind Elves is secretly gathering allies outside of the Consensus just in case, sensing a time when Wind Elven power might be supplanted by the combined Desert and Ebon factions. Queen Elsmerly of the Desert and King Wodoff of the Ebon have not been idle. Time will tell if the Consensus holds in the coming days. And of course, deep beneath the desert sands, Zol Malik battles the wretched forces of the Calming, a malignant wave of dark creatures bent on pacifying the world and ending their incessant desire for expansion. No one knows where this older god comes from, But all we know is their plan to pacify the surface world cannot come to pass.
Dad, I just remembered. I remembered what the people were called. The lava people. They're Astaroth.
Wow.
They're Astaroth. They're the Astaroth. That's what they were called.
Yes, Astaroth. Perfect.
You should write that down before we all forget.
I just did.
He's gonna implement that into it now.
No, why did you only figure it out?
I'm telling you, I had to throw it away because I didn't remember the name. And now that I got it back, we back in business, baby.
Yeah.
All right. So, perfect. So that's the stuff that you know. The most important thing is that there is a criminal organization who pretty much runs the city named the Ruby Ring. There is a Eldian mayor named Yolanda who technically is in control but has to struggle with the Ruby Ring all the time. There is a group of artists that worship a god of research and art, and that god of research is fighting against the cult of the nameless god that we don't know the name of yet.
Yeah.
And
The Ruby Ring is the gold.
I'm pretty sure we know.
The Ruby Ring is a criminal organization. So wherever their ties are, you can't really say do they have ties with the cult? Maybe, but they also have ties with Eldia and with drug traffickers and they have ties everywhere. They're just a criminal organization.
What's the cult's name?
You would have to find that out in game.
Dang.
Oh, of course, yes.
Well, okay. There's only 3 characters in this campaign that we know that they could be worshipping. And that's Orion, Radicals, and Sammy.
Why radicals?
Radicals killed the leader of the ruins, and also is a son of Orion, which lit the entire world on fire.
You must also recognize that this could just be a wholly new creature.
It could
It
Could be a whole new creature.
Like,
But why Sammy? Why would they worship Sammy?
because actually.
Well,
But
I can see where you went with that. Like they could worship Sammy because they found out about their purifying, like the kind of the White Phoenix in the previous campaign. The job was to purify the land. That's what it was there
but
for.
like the thing is, it was described as like an old god, and Sammy's like I don't know, fucking.
well, yeah,
13.
okay, so yeah, I guess it could be either Sammy and Orion or Radicals.
I feel like
That's what
you
I
know the little I forgot what we named it. I'm just gonna call him Bob. Remember Bob, the guy I found in the little like chest area in that last house we were in before we fought Orion.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe they're fighting. Maybe they're worshiping Bob because he's the one who gave me the star-like thing. Remember?
Who's Bob?
I don't remember his original name. So.
You remember the final battle where you're in that burning like area and everyone just kept appearing into the fight?
No.
Okay, well, people.
Remember,
people
wait, Aiden. Remember when I cast Feign Death on you and you surprise attacked everybody?
Yeah.
It's when that happened.
It was during that session when she went into like a blue lit room and there was this weird chest there and she opened the chest and there was this like.
Wait, with the pyramid?
No, that's
No.
that's.
There were a lot of times in which older beings came to the game. You're right, Aiden, but this was very specific. It was like this blue chest and there was some other being in there.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I went into the galaxy.
And he
The
was
universe!
I remember that.
Yes. So there is. I mean, good on you for remembering that because keep that in mind. So
That guy's God, isn't it?
who knows? So yeah, that's what's going on in the now. So what I want to ask you guys is, you guys are wholly new characters, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I just told you a bunch of stuff about what's going on a little bit in the world. Tell me where you guys want to come from. Do you guys want to have some ties with Eldia? Do you want to be working for the Ruby Ring? Do you want to be working for the maybe you guys are coming from somewhere else? What are you guys thinking? Could we start? I gotta start one at a time. I'm gonna start with Michaela.
Me and Michaela
No.
come from the same place because we're twins. But so you should start with Aiden.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Alright, so basically, I'm gonna be Radical's adopted son.
Okay. Okay, so you do have a tie with Radicals then, yes?
Yes.
Okay, well then I will tell you that if you're Radical's adopted son, that means you have to make a decision. Are you a secret, or does everyone know that you're Radical's son?
I'm illegitimate.
That's not okay, but are you a secret?
Yes.
Okay, okay. So that makes you more free to do things because you would know this, and I don't think it's a problem to tell everyone else this now because you could easily find it out that Radicals is still alive, and he's currently the king of Eldia.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
The Eldia, the Empire.
Yeah.
Nice.
Eldia is just an empire, whether it's good or bad. It's an empire to the west. So, but yeah, that's
That makes sense.
he's the king of Eldia.
Where's
Wait. Where's
not
Dior
know.
right now?
Are we?
Dior.
Yeah, where is Dior? Because the ruins are the ruins. So where is Dior?
The ruins are the ruins. You're right. But I'm only telling you where Radicals is because you're his son, so you would know that who he is.
Okay.
Oh,
Where's
that's,
Malik?
we should know because that's part of our
Can
thing.
you just give us
Yeah,
like
it's part of
this bit
our
of
thing.
Well,
information?
when you tell me that, I'll tell you.
Wait, can you?
But Aiden, we're on Aiden now.
Okay, so basically, we'll have
Yeah.
shut up, and basically
We're on,
we'll have
wait. I still need to control. I need Aiden's whole story first. Aiden,
All right. Well, first of all,
yes.
First of all, is Malik alive?
No.
Malik! No, it's been 60 years! What?
Yeah,
Malik is dead! Malik is gone. He was our
You
grandfather.
You would know that Malik was a human male. That's what I'll tell
No,
you.
he wasn't. He was a tiefling.
I would.
Yeah, he
no,
was.
No. You said I would know that he's a human male.
Yeah.
So.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so he's dead. He's dead. He's gone. He's dead. So. Okay, so that doesn't work then. Okay.
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 Crazy.
All right. I control my age, right?
You control your age. You control everything about who you are.
All right. Okay. All right. I'm gonna be 16 years old. Right. I'm 16 years old.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
60?
No, 16.
16.
16.
Oh.
16. All right. What else does it need to tell you, by the way?
What do you say? What else do you need to tell me?
Yes.
You can tell me a little bit about, like you said, you're the illegitimate son of Radicals. Radicals has been spending his time ruling Eldia, right?
Yeah.
He rules it with an iron fist, but he's not an idiot. He knows he needs counsel. He has smart people doing smart things in his kingdom. I already told you that the kingdom is flourishing. There's things are going on over there, right? So as the illegitimate son of Radicals, one, who's your mom? Two, what? You don't have to tell me this, but something you have to know. Like, who's your mom? How did that happen? How did they react? These are important pieces of information for your backstory that can come up later in the game.
Okay. All right.
You don't have to tell me this, but you have to think of it.
I will.
Because once again, if you don't create that, I'll create it.
All right.
Nice.
So
And it just is the way that I say. You know what I mean?
Basically.
So if you tell me you know that stuff, then I won't create it for you. But if you don't, then I'll create it for you.
All right. So, like, all right. Okay. All right. So, basically, my mother, is the old princess of Eldia.
Okay. Okay, so when you're saying, because me and you, Aiden, we know that Radicals didn't come in there and like legitimately take power. He took that shit, right?
Yeah.
And so when he conquered this place, wherever machinations, he didn't kill all of the royal family. He kept the princess was still alive, whoever was still alive, and he became the king. And then they had something together, but they didn't get married because that would mean that the old kingdom was back together, and so that's where you come from.
Yes.
That means you're also technically a rival to
The throne.
your father's throne. Got it.
Well, not really, because I'm his son.
So by the law, and you said it, and I like it, so I'm keeping it. But you have to understand how primogeniture works, how like kingdoms work. If you conquer a kingdom, right, and you kick out the old king, but then you sleep with the princess and you have a child, but you don't marry the princess,
All right.
the people can say that child is actually king because you're a usurper, right?
Okay.
But that didn't happen because Radical's reign is so good. People are happy, people are fed, right? So they're not going to do that. But they could, and some bad faction could come and say, "Hey, I want to get rid of Radicals. How do I do that?" Wait, nobody knows that he has an illegitimate son that could technically vie for the throne, right?
Okay.
So Radicals might not consider you a rival. Your mom might not consider you a way to get back in power, but some other faction could find out about you and try to use you as a pawn. So that's something that's what you want to think of when it comes to your backstory.
Alrighty, Buckaroo.
Buckaroo.
All right, that's good. That's good. I like that. What are you again?
I don't know. I didn't, hold on. Do I have it bookmarked? No, I don't. What's it called? What's the...
Because it's important because whatever you are is what the ruling family of Eldia was when Radicals took over. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let me just hide this for a second so I can log in. Okay. Just give me 1 second. Characters. Boy. Oh, I did make a character. That's great. He's a tiefling.
You are a tiefling. Okay, so Eldia was a tiefling kingdom.
Yeah.
Before,
I'm asking
which makes sense because remember, Radicals presents himself as a tiefling, right?
Yes.
So when he went there, it just made sense. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Did I say you couldn't be? No, you can be
my
the
God.
same race. You just can't be the same class. Right?
Yes.
That was the rule. Okay, back me up here, Kayla and Savannah. What was the rule again? Was it class or race?
Please repeat that. I didn't hear what you said.
I remember telling you guys a rule that your new characters couldn't be the same something, but I don't remember if it was the same class or the same race.
Same class.
Same class. Okay, so you can be the same race, but you can't be the same class. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Boy. That actually makes sense with my story because I just named him Boy.
Boy.
Yeah.
What did your
That's
mother
fine.
not?
Didn't even give you a name, which tells you a lot about like Radicals' like fathering skills. You know.
Okay.
Question, Aiden. Does Radicals care about you in any sort of way?
That's not a question you can ask Aiden because Radicals is mine now.
You said
Hey,
the same as they were before.
They
Hey,
would
boy.
act in
Hey,
a
boy.
way that makes sense with who they were before, but it is 60 years later. They are different people now.
Hey, wait, Uncle. Remember you said you're gonna let us do something, decide what our characters do for the last, have been doing for the last 60 years?
Nope.
You can, yes.
Can we?
Nope.
Because Aiden's character had Aiden. You remember this has already happened, right?
Oh,
in,
it had?
in a story that we had created on the side. Remember?
Yes.
No.
I do remember.
Yes. So that's why this is happening, and it seems like Aiden's not choosing it because he had already chosen it in the past. I'm just keeping that. But for you guys, yeah, you guys can choose kind of the things you did, but once, as I said before, once that story is over, those characters are mine now, and they do what I want them to do. They're just going to act in accordance to what they were before. Once again, Dior is still going to be this wise Alec, fuck you kind of person, but
Nice.
how they execute in the world, you might disagree, but that's how it's going to be because they're 60 years older. You're a whole other person now. Similarly, Sammy will still be a rock, and she'll do rock stuff. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? A bunch of rock things will happen to her. I mean, that's what it is.
Maybe somebody will find Sammy and tumble her and make her shiny again.
Well, if you remember the end of the campaign,
the miners.
Campaign, you find Sammy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm expecting her back. Just for fun.
So, Kayla, what was Dior doing in the past 6 years?
You're asking me?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, because it's my character. Ha! I forgot.
Aiden, before I go on to Dior and Michaela's character, Aiden, is there anything else you'd like to add? You have pretty good stuff here.
Also...
Oh my god, no you didn't!
Oh, and also, I have a heavy criminal history.
That makes sense. Eldia.
I'm a
So,
felon.
are you, like, doing criminal stuff in Eldia?
Nope. In other countries.
So you, like, while you're in Eldia, you're just chilling out and staying above the board so that you're not, drawing attention to your king father. But then you'll go out into other countries and just be a full terror.
Yeah, not a terrorist.
A terrorist. Now, let me ask you a question. Are you a psychopath, or are you doing this to, like, benefit the kingdom? Like, when you go to Eldia's enemies and start blowing shit up, or are you just doing it random?
Water.
Yeah, but for what reason? Why are you doing it? What's your purpose?
I feel like it.
Okay, so you're crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
I do
Like
stuff
father
that
likes
I want
them.
to. Yeah, I have a criminal history of poisoning, bombing with, like, makeshift bombs.
Yeah.
Murder, obviously.
Now, are you, once again, another question here, are you, like, are you infamous, or does no one know who's doing this?
Hiding my tracks.
So there's a rash of unexplained crime, and you're responsible for it.
Yes, and no one
Got
knows it.
No one knows it. Okay, good.
Except, like, if someone saw me wearing the same mask I wear, they'd be like,
Yeah, what? Can't be.
but I'm not gonna.
Do you have a supervillain name? Like, do you go around leaving calling cards, or is it fully anonymous?
Yeah, I have a superhero name. It's
Supervillain name. 'Cause you're a bad guy.
Badicles.
That's not gonna work out, because if the criminal who's doing bad stuff in other countries is called Badicles and the king name is Radicals, they're gonna put two and two together pretty fucking quick.
No, you're wrong. Alright. Okay, fine. The tubular terrorist.
Tubular terrorist, got it. The TT. Big TT. Got it. I'm gonna just write is a criminal, and we're gonna work on what that means later. Okay, and the other thing was that you are a tiefling, and what is your class?
Fighter.
You're a tiefling fighter. Very good. Alright, let's go on to Michaela.
Hello.
Shouldn't you talk to us both at the same time, because we can't...
No, because two people can't speak at the same time.
Yeah,
so...
but, like,
Exactly.
technically... whatever.
Hey.
Technically, we're twins.
That's great, and you'll tell me you're part of the twin ship on your turn, but it is Michaela now.
What the heck, man?
Okay, so Dior Nevrum. This is what Dior Nevrum has been doing this past few times. We all know Dior Nevrum. She would never stand. I mean, she could possibly stand, but she would not appreciate standing for being poor. So Dior continued to be somewhat of a mercenary.
Poor.
And she became somewhat of high class, right? She kept in touch with all her old mates, which is one person.
Okay.
Everyone else was dead.
Okay.
She killed, he killed all of our other friends.
Yep.
That's sad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So basically, she literally just kept in touch with radicals. They're still waiting on that 1v1 though. The PvP.
Wait. Did Dior attend Malik's funeral?
Of course, but Malik might be alive. He's a tiefling. Tieflings live for a long time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So so Dior has been living comfortably. She hasn't been living lavishly, but she's been living comfortably. And she has a lot of money, but she doesn't flaunt it. Not a lot of people know that she's got a lot of money. People just see her as who she is.
Malik is definitely alive. I just searched 5E tiefling lifespan, and it's around 260 to 270 years, so he's good.
Nice. So Dior has definitely been kept in contact with Malik. Malik and Dior are like that. So
I thought Uncle said he was a human male.
Yeah, that's what.
No, he said that the Aiden's character. That's what Aiden's character thinks. But
Aiden is 16 years old. Aiden's character is 16 years old, so he doesn't know who the fuck Malik is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
If Malik lived in the ruins, he was probably human because most people were. So if he's talking about Malik, he's like, that's probably a human guy. He's probably dead.
Bro, speaking radicals.
That means radicals is stupid and never told his son who Malik is. Okay.
Okay.
No, well, here's what I'll say about that.
Okay.
And this is the one time you're going to get information about someone who you shouldn't have yet. Radicals does not talk about the ruin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not talk about it, period, or not talk about it, people who aren't supposed to be hearing about it.
All you know is that Aiden's character, Boy, you're going to call yourself?
Yeah. Tubular terrorist.
Boy, was it? Boy the terrorist?
Yeah, Tubular terrorist.
No, Tubular terrorist is your villain name, but your actual name is Boy, yes?
Yeah.
TT.
A Boy, it's like radicals specifically chose not to tell Boy. That's what I'm saying.
Dang. That's questionable because Radicals is proud. Radicals is proud about eating and killing people.
Yeah.
But,
bro blew up an old grandma.
That old lady and the dog when pooping in the chest.
Yeah. You ate the dog, right?
Yeah.
He ate the dog and then pooped him out in the chest.
Yes.
Yeah,
Remember, as Aiden's character, 60 years ago, he shit in the chest.
And then I slept in it. And then I slept in it afterward.
You might imagine he might not tell his child that 60 years ago he shat in the chest. You know what I mean? It's just not a thing. So you got to remember, your characters are older, they're more mature now, they're a little bit different. So you got to take that into consideration.
I'm pretty sure his son's gonna be confused when he doesn't die. Radicals. Because he's a mortal lava creature, but we don't need to.
Yeah, much of Eldia is going to be confused when, hey, the king's been around for 400 years, and I lived in a country where there were dwarves, and they die after that point. Why aren't you dead, guy?
Yeah, tieflings live half of that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Crazy indeed.
Yes. Okay, sorry, Michaela, can you continue about Dior? You and Malik are still chilling out together, you're still cool.
We smoke weed every now and then.
No, stop!
Every now and then you go visit Malik, that's perfectly fine. Because you mentioned Malik and you're saying that he's a part of your story, I will inform you that Malik is still alive. And he's still alive. He, along with much of the refugees, actually moved to El Shalad, so he is just somewhere in the city.
Oh my god!
Oh
my god!
So there is that. So tell me more about Dior.
What do you want to know?
Stop here. I create everything else. So the more you give me, the more control you have.
Oh, okay. So Dior is out here.
And I'm going to come back to you and let you talk a little bit about radicals as well. Okay.
Alrighty.
Man.
Go ahead, Dior.
Man.
Dior is out here living life to the fullest. She's in that grandma way, right? She's like that. She's like, are there villages here?
Well, Dior, you're a tiefling, yes?
Yeah, she's. Yeah,
So you're 60 years old, 60 years older, but you're not old, right? You might feel like you're 30, right? You're not an old woman.
Oh, okay. I see. So Dior is
You're like
out here.
70.
So Dior is still somewhat of a mercenary.
Yeah.
And she doesn't really have to be. She's living comfortably, not lavishly, not many people. People don't know of her past. They think of her as this nice lady who lives in the same place as them, but don't know that she's a killer, right?
Got it.
And she talks to she be communicating to radicals every now and then.
All right,
And
gotcha.
Wait, Kayla, wait. We have something to do. We have to. No, we can't hold on because mommy said we have to wait. We have to put the just groceries away. Like 10 minutes.
Okay, we gotta go for 10 minutes.
All right.
Alrighty.
You can
Goodbye.
talk eating about things. Bye.
Alrighty. Okay.
All right. They've walked away. So Aiden.
Yeah.
So the game that we're playing, right?
Okay.
We're staying in this city of El Shalad for a long time. Radicals is a faraway, distant, person in the story.
Okay.
Because we're in this city, there's stuff that's going to be happening here that's going to affect the world, and so that he's over there. So you can tell me a little bit. You can tell me a lot about the kind of king that he is and the things that he does. But I do want to tell you that I know what kind of character you created out of Radicals. He's just crazy, not crazy, but you know what I mean. He's like, I don't know how else to explain him, but like broken. You know what I mean? But if the things you tell me, he'll do whatever you say he did, right? But the more crazy he is, the more things I have to put in place to figure out why the kingdom is still working, right?
Okay. All right.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
Running around eating people in his own kingdom, then I got to figure out how the nobles are hiding that from the people. You know what I mean? Like how does it make it work, right? Because the kingdom is prospering, so that's the only thing I want you to keep in mind.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So basically, how Radical's rules is like he rules like the president, sort of, but also Kim Jong-un at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, he does everything. He oversees everything, right? If he sees something he doesn't like, he just gets rid of it. He just changes it, and no one stops him. And if someone tries to stop him, he kills them. Just kidding. Obviously.
I mean, if you want him to kill his opponents, that's okay. That's something I can hide. That's something that I can, you know what I mean? There are ways for me to make that, he just makes them disappear and then things change. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah. So he extinguishes the ops.
He kills the opponents.
Yeah.
But he does, I'm going to say he does so. He can do it right out in the open if you want him to. And then my character. Okay. I was just saying that what that would mean is that you have a very good cleanup crew.
Yeah, he carefully extinguishes the ops. So yeah. Okay. Huh. I don't really know.
Well, I'm going to say that you say he rules like a president and like a dictator, changes whatever he wants, kills his opponents in secret. But how I'm going to say that makes it work is his ideas are right? Okay. So what I'm going to say about Radicals is it's like a different king would say, oh, I got to go through parliament, I got to convince this guy, I got to convince... No, Radicals just says, this is what we need to have an aqueduct. We need water for the people. And they're like, no, it's going to cost too much. And you just kill that guy.
Yeah.
And everyone looks at you like you're crazy, and you go, put a fucking aqueduct in the slums, and then they just start building an aqueduct.
Yeah.
That's how I say it.
Okay, great. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. But like, are you on your PC right now?
I am, yes.
When you go on Discord, you're on Discord, right?
Yes.
If you can click the game thing, right?
Uh-huh.
And do you see all of our profiles?
Yeah.
Yeah. So look. I can do this.
Oh, you can put up like
emojis up. I've just been doing that while you've been talking.
how do I put up emojis? I want to put up an emoji. Ah, there we go.
Yeah.
Great. Just a bunch of alien faces and watermelons, apparently. Great.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's how it'll be.
That's how it'll be. Like he's the kind of person who's like, this is needed, and if anyone gets in my way, any stupid money guy, I'm not sure that the poor people deserve it. I don't care. Put it there, or I'll kill you. And then if they do, great. If they don't, they die. So that's how I'll do it. So that means that the kingdom of Eldia, is a golden, shining metropolis, except when you go into the back room and Radicals is just murdering all of his opposition to keep everything pretty and nice.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And he sometimes eats them, but only he knows about that.
Okay, that's fun too, because there's like the king has this like horrible secret that right now, the nobles are cool with you killing people because all they have to do is stay on your good side and fucking listen, and they'll be alive, right? But if anyone found out that you're cannibalizing people, that might change their opinions of that character. So that's an important thing. Thank you for that. That's very good. Yes. To kill. Now, once again, Radicals of the past would just be eating them for fun, but new Radicals has a purpose behind eating them, because you get memories from everyone you eat.
Yeah.
So their new Radicals might not be as like randomly willful, and he might be focusing his chaotic murder to an actual goal somewhere.
Yeah.
So, and that's how, like, if your character meets Radicals at any point in the story, you might find that you're operating as if he's just a chaos agent, and in truth, he might be something more than that, or something less, depending.
Yeah.
How.
Matter of fact, I want it to make sure. Okay, hey, I'm request something. I want it to have my character. So like one time, a boy was just like in the castle or something, because he still lived in the castle for a while before Radical was like, okay, go away, you're gonna be a problem. And then he was in the castle. He was like walking around, and he opens the door and he sees his dad like eating somebody.
Eating a guy, yeah, and that's why you get like exiled.
Yeah.
All right, I like it.
What did we
just walk into? Yeah.
Something you'll find out in the game.
Yeah.
I know exactly what happened. So
great, good job. So
basically,
awesome.
what happened?
Michaela, let's go back to your character real quick. Let's go back to your character. We got to do this quick. It's already 6 o'clock. I haven't eaten yet.
Okay, so this is the backstory. Are you ready? I'm done with Dior. So if you're doing anything with that.
Yeah, that's done. Thank you for that. I'll keep that information done. Now we're talking about you. What is your character's name?
Oh wait, no. Oh my gosh. It was the Astros, those people?
The Astaroth are the lava folk. That's what Radicals is.
That's our last name. That's our last name. That's great.
Okay, so
we need to know.
Your last name is Astaroth.
Well, our last name is Astral.
Well, you can just spell it for me.
Asteral.
Teral. Astral. Okay. And what is your first names?
Mercury.
All right. Tell me about Mercury.
Okay, this is the backstory. Are you ready?
Yes.
Mercury Mercury Astral was born into a noble family along with her twin sister Venus. Mercury's family, once notorious for their wealth, fell into extreme debt, condemning them and their children into poverty. This sudden decline in their wealth was particularly taken the hardest by their father, Declan Astral. Declan Astral was a selfish man. Yes, Declan Astral was a selfish man.
Declan?
Yeah, Declan. Declan.
I know a man
Declan.
named Declan.
Declan Astral was a selfish man that only truly cared for himself and his money. In a last-ditch effort to regain some of his past acclaim and affluence, Declan Astral sold his two 10-year-old children to a shady buyer.
Where did he sell it? Where did he sell you?
He sold his two 10-year-old children to a shady buyer on the black market.
So he doesn't even know where you're going and what he's going to do with you. Got it.
I know for scientific purposes.
In this shady man's custody for the 3 years that they were there, the twin girls were experimented on and mistreated. The girls finally had endured enough and ran away. While on the streets, the girls ran into a woman who introduced herself as, drum roll please, Dior Nevrum.
Oh my god!
Hold here. Okay. I gotta make sure, I'm writing this down as you're saying it, so I gotta do this now.
How fast do you write? Jesus Christ.
So, Mercury Astral, born into a noble family with Venus. The family was affluent, but then fell into critical debt. And the person who took it hardest was Declan. Declan's a selfish man who sold the daughters to a shady buyer on the black market. The black market buyer, now, I don't really know. Is the buyer experimenting on you, or does the buyer sell you to someone else? I don't know. That's fine, I'll make that up. Point is, 3 years of experiments, and then you ran away, and that's when you met Dior.
Yes.
Go ahead.
So, Dior Nevrum, who took them in and treated them with kindness and care. Due to their past, the girls, in fact, did not trust Dior as much as they wanted to, so they ran away and resulted to living on the street. While on the street...
How long were they with Dior?
How long were they with Dior?
Like maybe a month.
No, a month is too short. Like a year, like 2 years.
Like a year?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 years. 2 years.
So now, the reason I'm asking that is now you're 14,
So a year, a singular year.
2 years.
No, because we left
now
when
you're
we were
15.
Yeah.
Fine. Yeah, 2 years then.
Are we 15 now? Because we were 14.
Yes, 15.
Okay.
2 years with Dior.
Okay.
Actually, no, yeah, 1 year, because it only makes sense for this part, next part. We were with Dior for 1 year, and then so due to the blah 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 blah, resulted in living on the street. While on the street, they met a community that welcomed them with open arms and trained them for 2 years to become mercenaries.
Freeze. Okay. So,
Are we fucking 16 now?
again, so that means if you have 3 years of experience, 1 year with Dior, and 2 years of training, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you guys are 16 years old.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
16, yes.
Great. So that's 1. 2, you said a group found you. I just mentioned like 6 groups in the story. So one of these groups should probably be the one that found you. All right.
Right. But this was pre-made, so we did not specify that.
Okay, so I will specify it.
Cool.
Yes. I'm going to say that it was the colony.
Oh,
The
nice.
colony that worships the Zumalik, the god of research and art. They're the ones. They can train you away. Liking art doesn't mean you can't kill things, and they do like killing things. So because there is such thing, there actually you'll find one of the, and this is the one I'm telling you this now because this is the one you'll be in. Is that one of the huts in their colony is dedicated to the art of war, and that's what you were trained it through.
Aries.
Yeah.
Right, cool.
Hey,
Ew.
What?
Ew. That's gross. Why are you able to do that?
And who's Earl? Wait, who's Earl?
Not
Who's
Earl
Earl?
is the okay. This is what the thing. Earl is the specific rank of nobility our parent. Or at
What?
least we
Where? Where? I'm sorry. Something gross is happening, but I don't know what it is. So can anyone
Do
tell
it
me
again.
what it is? What
We
the
just-
heck?
Yeah,
What
that
the
thing.
heck?
That thing right there.
The cat.
Who said that was okay? Who allowed that?
Ew. Stop doing it. Okay.
Stop.
Alright.
Oh, you have the nitro reactions. Yeah. All right. So, great. So right now, you guys are 16 years old. You got sold into slavery, I guess, or experiments by your father, who, the 3 years of experiments, you found Dior, stayed with him for a year, but then ran away and found the colony and were trained in the art of the war tent. Is there anything else? Because that brings you to El Shalad. Right now, you're in El Shalad, so...
Well, if there's anything else to add, then that would be Savannah's job to do that.
Okay, then I will pause here, and I will move to... Let me ask you what you are.
Aidsmer.
Oh yes, we are ASMRs, and I am a. Wait, should I tell you my class?
Yes.
ASMRs, and I'm a ranger.
ASMR Ranger. Great. And I will pause you there. Now we're going to talk about Savannah. Great.
Okay,
Pause
so
you there. Now we're going to talk about Savannah. Why do I hear myself?
What is echo?
Aiden is playing back the audio. All right, so Savannah, you get a very interesting task. All right.
Why does Savannah always have a task?
Always.
Who's that?
No,
I know what the task is explaining what our character is doing all this time.
So it is that. Yes. So Savannah, the last bit of consciousness that Sammy had was in the last moments before Dior sealed her away. Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's that just last moment, right, of consciousness. And since then, Sammy has been floating in this semi-conscious state in a sea of red and blinking light and shadow. And every once in a while, she would hear this ting, ting, and then it would go silent. And Sammy isn't really conscious enough to really recognize that for what it is, but it's still having an effect on her psyche, right? There is a brief moment where Sammy can see outside of her containment. There's a moment of consciousness, and this ting, ting keeps getting louder and louder until something has broken through, and spiraling cracks across her landscape, and she can see through the gem. She still can't move, breathe, think, talk, but she can see.
She can't think.
Vanna, what's on the other side? What is she looking at through the gem?
Okay, so I'm assuming this is where the miners came in, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But where is she? What's going on? Where she is? Who does she see? Who has her?
Okay, so question: can I just make up what my?
You can do whatever you want.
Okay.
Because here's the thing: if you make up something I don't like, I'll just kill those people and take her. So
that's crazy. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Question for Michaela.
Cool.
Does Dior have a signature like?
Well, Dior has a whole dragon arm, if you remember.
Yeah, I mean, like, does she have does she have a signature like symbol? If there's anybody working.
Well,
on
I have one arm. I have one arm that's a dragon arm, and I have.
No, I mean like, like a logo. A logo. Jesus Christ.
What?
Never mind. I'm assuming it's no. I'm assuming to no.
No, what are you saying? Say it again. What?
Do you have an organization? And if you do, what is the logo for that organization?
Oh, okay. You see, since I'm a mercenary, I should be a leader mercenary, right? So
You
Dior,
can if you like.
so Dior is the leader of this mercenary group, right? And
Uh-huh.
the symbol
Well,
Don't
of
make
the
up the name.
mercenary
Don't make
group.
up the name.
Oh, the name. Okay, the name would be
The Black Eyed Peas.
nice.
the name will be
The dragons of the ruin.
No, the name is She Threw the Burger Out My Car. And the theme
What?
song for that is the She Threw the Burger Out of My Car song.
Cars don't exist.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Carriage? She threw the burger out of the carriage?
She threw the burger out of my carriage.
Okay.
Caleb, please be serious. Oh, no, it doesn't matter. Okay, what
and
is...
fine.
Yes, please.
You're mine.
Please.
So I'll beat you up. I'll come
You
at
can't
you.
have another Sustopia situation.
Yeah.
So the name for Dior's organization is Wagadoo.
All right.
Organization.
Wackadoo
The Wagadoo
it is.
organization.
Is it
yes.
Wagadoo or Wackadoo?
Wagadoo with a G. Wagadoo.
Okay, I'm just making sure because in my school, there's actually a word for a school shooter and it's wackadoo.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
it's code.
Definitely not gonna be the
So
school
if
shooter.
someone says there's a wackadoo, then we all know that we need to leave.
That's great. That's my organization is definitely not gonna be the school shooters.
Great.
That's great. That's funny. That's amazing. Yes, the Wagadoos, and she is the leader in the symbol for the Wagadoos is a 4-leaf clover inside of a 4-leaf clover inside of a turtle.
Why a turtle?
Like on a turtle shell.
Why?
Like it's a turtle, but like it's like facing like downwards view, so you see the.
Oh, I get you. A turtle downward view, and on top of the shell is a 4-leaf clover.
Yeah.
Okay, but why? What does it symbolize?
You'll find out.
All right.
You'll find
Crazy.
out.
Anyway,
All right.
back to Sammy.
Can we have to return back to Savannah's character and Sammy? So Sammy, what's up with that?
Okay, so not all of the miners, but some of the miners would have that crest on the side of their, let's say, mining helmets, if they exist. If they don't, then
They do.
Okay.
Helmets are easy to make, yeah.
On their uniforms or whatever, just some of them.
Yeah.
So we can assume that they were, I don't know, hired because they're fucking mercenaries. So what happens is that what Sammy sees is someone short. We can assume it's a child. But that's up to you to make out. I don't. It's just someone short, but I'm going to say it's a child.
A dwarf.
Shut up.
I'll ask you, if it is a child, what are they doing in the mine?
So it's just saying it's a big hole, right?
It's a mine. It's a large operation with tunnels and digging stuff to get all the way down to get to you.
So a child was the only one who was available to like light up the mine. Because they didn't have enough technology to light it up.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah.
Jesus.
It must be illegal.
A child slave, I'm going to write.
I'm sure.
No, just put a child who was working in the mine.
Okay.
Yep.
And to answer, that child picked up. What color is the stone, by the way?
Blue.
It is red.
It's blue.
Shut up. The child picked up the stone because it was red, which is the polar opposite color of the child's eye.
Which is blue.
Which was blue, yes.
Yay.
And they took it. And I will say that this child is a male, and they are a Asmer.
And they are blue.
They are not blue.
No.
And they took the stone, and let's just say, okay, so they took the stone, right? You say that
And-
Sammy can't communicate at all, right?
Sammy cannot communicate now.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So they took the stone, but I don't
But-
assume that slaves having pockets, right?
Say what? The child has pockets. Sure, why not?
Sure. Okay. So then Sammy can't see anymore because the child put it in the pocket.
So that's what happened. You're saying that open it up, you see a male ASMR child's face for a moment before the child pockets you and moves on. So I'm gonna say that the Wagadoo Mercenary Company, they don't know that this child has Sammy. And Sammy and the child doesn't know that this is the thing they were looking for. Like, you just found it and you put it in your pocket and walked away, and nobody knows that you fucking have it.
Right.
So that's that male ASMR child. Very good. So that's Sammy's life. Sammy
Okay.
was
Wait,
picked
wait.
up.
No. I'm not done yet. Excuse me.
Okay. Sammy's currently being carried by an ASMR child. Go on.
Yeah. So being carried by ASMR slave child.
Why does it have to be a slave?
Who else do you put in a dangerous situation like that mine?
I don't know. Maybe someone they're training. The other mercenary company trained 13-year-olds. I mean, it can still be a child. I'm not saying I'm just saying it's a minor.
Okay.
I'm not saying.
Oh, okay. So it's under the age of 18.
18. Under the age of 18.
Then it's not a child in this world. It's a grown ass person and working in a mine.
That's fair.
Okay.
Okay. Let's just say that they're.
I'm gonna put a teen.
Okay, so
Which is fine.
they're 17.
Why?
Shut up! They're 17.
Great.
Okay.
Significant teen who's working the mine. The child picks up the stone and takes it. Male ASMR teen. Great.
Okay, and they're not a slave, I guess, because
Now they can be an apprentice. It's fine.
they're part of the mercenary company. Okay,
Yeah,
that
part of
changes everything. That changes things. So since they're part of the mercenary company, and the next thing that Sammy sees is being inspected under a spyglass, and then a cover is put over her, and that's the last thing she sees.
Okay. And
Did she die?
does she see who's inspecting her?
It is a older male. It looks like a tiefling,
Malik.
but it is. Shut up! It is an older male. Looks like a tiefling. It looks like he is speaking to someone, an older female, but she
no.
cannot see.
It's not Malik.
It also seems like the child, or the teen rather, is also in the room. But that's the last thing she sees.
Wait. You said
Wait,
they're tieflings?
We're gonna hold there. Go ahead, Aiden. What were you saying?
I was saying, is there tieflings? The people, the child's an ASMR and the adults are tieflings.
We're saying in this scene. Wait, before you answer. We're saying in this scene, the only thing that Sammy can see is an older tiefling male. She hears a female voice and can sense that the teen is there too, but doesn't know what they are, what they're doing. Just only thing that she can see is the older tiefling male.
Okay, so the tiefling
Great.
and ASMR, and then so he's adopted.
So, or the teen is not a part of that family. That's not okay. Whatever.
He's
So,
adopted.
in any case,
Fair enough.
that's Sammy's journey. So, tell me who you are.
Okay, so me and Killa's backstories are literally the same. I'll repeat it if you want me to.
I do
But-
not. I just need to
okay.
know what.
Fair
So
enough.
you guys have the same backstory. Born to noble family, blah blah blah, soul, blah blah blah. It's fine.
Yeah.
You guys can tell me when the game starts. What I'm asking you when I say describe your character, it won't be tell me the story again. It'll be because you guys are twins, but you're different people. So what makes you different, right? You don't have to tell me that right now. That's for in the game, but that's what I'll
That's
say.
for next week.
So that's next week. So, okay. So what are you? You are also an Isamar,
Yes.
and what is your class?
I am a cleric of the Tempest domain.
Gotta remember that you have a cleric in the party now because I gotta hit you harder because you're gonna be able to heal.
You're
Kiddo, you already is pretty bad.
That's true. I really was trying to kill you last time.
You almost
When I was
died.
when I was a druid.
When
No, you-
I almost killed multiple of you guys many times.
I was the one you knocked down like twice. That's it. You didn't.
Yeah, clerics, druids are hard to knock down because they can wild shape. You know what I mean?
I barely wild shape. That's the thing.
I got knocked down once, and I almost died once, but
Yeah.
literal
Remember-
God
remember
saved
when-
me because
remember-
Uncle Michael was there and he played the
Oh, yeah.
game.
Aiden, remember when
You should've
that
done
guy
that.
with the morning star hit you and you got one shotted?
Yeah, he one shot.
I don't remember that.
Oh, yeah, Aiden almost
It
died
sucks.
way more than one time.
Yeah, definitely.
It was more than once, but it was for radicals. It sucked because that was the first time he missed a sneak attack. Because usually he sneak attacks and murders things. The first time he missed a sneak attack, the guy turned around and just brained him.
Yeah, and then
Character development.
the time Dior almost died was like when my sister tried to kill me. That's crazy. Oh, I have a question.
Yes.
What has Dior's twin been doing?
You don't know.
Dio.
What has Dio been doing, man?
In your story, because like I told you, once you're finished talking, I make everything up. So I've already made up a lot of things just sitting here right now. So in your story, you said you only kept in contact with radicals, so you don't know what anyone else is doing.
Oh yeah, just so you know, the alignment of me and Michaela's sister, Venus and Mercury. Mercury is chaotic.
Well, you don't have to. Well, Savannah, you speak for yourself.
Okay then. My character name is Venus Astral. That's how you pronounce it.
Yep.
And I am a Smurf. My background is a hermit because we just left and lived on the streets for a little bit. So yeah.
Yeah.
My alignment is true neutral. We can say.
Okay, true neutral is hard to play, so I'll just let you know
True
that. But I appreciate the attempt. Let's see if we can do it.
Well, I don't know how to play true neutral, so we can see.
I'll show you. Yeah, I'll show you. Yeah.
Crazy. Anyways, I only know that true neutral is like you don't really care about anybody else. You really care about yourself, but you also don't just care about yourself. You also care about everybody else. It's a weird thing, you know.
Yeah, it's hard to play true neutral because it literally means that you believe that if someone is too good, they have to die, and if someone is too bad, they have to die. And it's like it really is like you believe that there should be a balance of things.
Dang, fine, Jesus Christ, fine. I'll be chaotic.
You are Thanos. Like you believe that if you go into a good kingdom, you'll go. There needs to be some corruption here. You know what I mean? Because it has to be balanced.
Okay, fine. Jesus Christ. Yeah. I'll be chaotic neutral then. I was gonna be like lawful neutral, but I don't really.
You could be lawful evil just for funsies.
Yeah, lawful evil. No, that's not my thing. I'm not.
Okay.
Why not?
I will tell you that being lawful chaotic, being chaotic evil gets you killed. That's what it does. You can be it, but I'm probably gonna have to kill you. Because all the things you're going to do are going to piss off everyone. And they're going to try to kill you.
That's crazy. Actually, fine. I'll be lawful. No. I want to be
Savannah,
true
there's
neutral.
only 9 options.
Shut up!
You can be true neutral.
No,
but
I just don't want to have... I don't want my character to hold any biases against anybody. But I feel like true neutral is the holder of every single bias in the world. So
it's more like a true neutral doesn't hold all the biases. True neutral is like I recognize that everyone acts in their nature. There is no bias. The evil person is supposed to be evil. The good person is supposed to be good. It's just that when you enter a situation where it's all evil, you got to start killing evil. And if you enter a situation where it's all good, you don't have to start killing good people, but you might be like there should probably be some corruption around here. You don't have to be the corruption, but that's your opinion on things, right?
Great, then I'm true neutral. Anyways,
Good.
Okay, so true neutral. I mean, yeah, I'm a cleric of the Tempest Domain. Blah blah blah. Is there anything else you need to know?
No, I think your backstory already tells it, and you are in You are in El Shalad because you are being trained by the colony in the art of war, similar to your sister after you guys ran away from Dior. Great. I like it. That's fine. Good. Aiden, I don't remember why you said you were in El Shalad. Oh, yes, we just did it. You were exiled, yes?
Yes.
Okay,
No,
so you were
no,
exiled.
I wasn't exiled. I was exiled, but I wasn't like officially exiled.
No, like he didn't like have a ceremony. He just said get out, and you did.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So he quote unquote
So if
exiled
I came
you.
back, no one would say
Yeah.
anything,
The only person who would be like, "Why are you back?" is your father.
and he
You know what I
wouldn't
mean?
do anything about it either.
Why
Well,
did he exile him?
he might not do anything about it. You don't
He
know.
can't really
He don't
do
belong to you
anything about
anymore.
it without.
Well, what I would say is think about it this way. You're right. He couldn't publicly, like, he couldn't send the cops after you.
Yeah.
But he is still fucking radicals. He could just sneak attack you. Like, he could just find you himself. He doesn't have to sit on the throne. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but in any case, good. That's great. So that's why you guys are there, and that's how you guys end up where you are. Very good. I like that. Good. All right. All right. We've done a lot. It looks.
Oh wait,
good.
do you need to know our language? The languages we know?
No, all that stuff I can know in the game. Because I can just be like, oh, does anyone know Elvish? And you guys can just tell me yes or no based on what you've done in your character sheet. So
Crazy.
I don't need to know all of that. The only thing that
I have a question. Could you make the common language, because the common language isn't translated, it's just common. Can you make the common language Welsh for no apparent reason?
Sure.
Great.
Common language is Welsh.
Let's do it.
Great.
Anytime I say they speak in common, just hear Welsh in your head.
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
Great.
No problem. Easy. Yeah. That's that. That makes sense here. I like that character. Your name is Boy. Hold on, I gotta write that your name is Boy.
Oh yeah. Shouldn't we talk about our personality traits, ideals, bonds, and flaws?
Nope. All that stuff is for you to show me in the game. I don't need to know it. You just have to show it through your role play, through your gameplay.
Wait, what was Radicals doing throughout this time that, like, Aiden said? Like, what did he say more about Radicals?
Oh, yes. So Radicals has... he's actually just explaining, because I already told you what he was doing. He rules Eldia. He took over the kingdom. He was telling me what kind of king he was, right? And that made sense. He just tells people what to do, and if they don't do it, he kills them. But he actually has good ideas, which is the reason why the kingdom is running well. So we gave the example of, like, if Radical says, hey, we need to put an aquifer in the slum because they're getting dirty water, and then the merchants are like, but that's going to cost too much money, then Radicals would just kill that guy, and everyone would be like, what the fuck? And he'd be like,
He's a tyrant.
are you going to do what I want you to do or be killed? And then they go and do it. So he's a benevolent tyrant. Like, he wants his kingdom to work, but he'll kill anyone who tries to stop him from doing that. So
Crazy. Personally, I don't think you should love.
I mean, he's bad, but it's working.
He's literally the same character.
Yeah, he's the same guy. Nothing has changed. And that's it. For most of you guys, it'll be the same. It's just that what your goals are, what you're aiming toward, will be in line with my story. That's all. So.
Does he eat people after he kills them? Does he still eat people?
There are rumors that he still eats people, but no one can confirm them.
Nice.
How will they know that he eats people in the first place?
Maybe someone saw him and ran away and told stories and then was killed. And then...
But he killed it must have been those people in that village. He didn't kill everybody in that village.
Well, not just in the village, but, like, because after that happened, it became the ruin and everyone ran away. But if he's still killing people today and eating them, well, maybe someone saw, maybe someone spread a rumor, maybe blah, blah, blah. You don't know. Nobody knows for sure. Not even Boy, because Boy was exiled and doesn't know anything anymore about Eldia.
Wait, if Boy is conceived from the Astaroth and some other, like, race, will Boy be able to eat people too?
Maybe.
We will have to find that out, won't we?
We'll have to find out when it eats.
Isn't that called dark clairvoyance?
Oh, it would
It
be
is
so
called Dark
fun.
Clairvoyance, yes.
Oh wait,
It would be
can we
so
have
fun
the
to,
can we have
Yeah,
what
why
is
you
it?
think about that? Why you think about that? It would be so fun if like since radicals when he ate people he would get dark clairvoyance. It would be so fun if like if boy ate people and like he would get like something completely different, like something opposite, like
Yeah.
I don't know,
Like,
like
I'd be able
anything
to,
else.
like, transform into something. Because
We will.
You'd become Wanda
that would
Maximoff.
kind of no. If that transforming thing is right, that would kind of make sense considering that the Astaroth, like the actual lava thing, ate the tiefling boy to become radicals. So
Correct.
That is
that
cool.
would kind of that would make
Happened.
sense.
Ate
That
them
happened.
and then you become them.
I become them, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm
But
not
also
gonna.
like
become
how would you get back? How would you
I would
back?
just do it. It's magic. What do you mean?
Okay,
Well,
but I really
magic
want
is chaotic. Who knows how it work? All right. So, let me push forward a little bit when it comes to figuring out the world and everything like that. Each of you are now inside of El Shalad, so that works. That makes sense. I know who you are. I think we're ready to go. I think we have what we need to start the game. Let's see here. Let's see. I got this. I got that. Yeah. I think we got it. Let me. Yeah, I like it. All right. So, do you guys have any questions about the things that I said? Remember, in the beginning, I gave you that long speech, and there was a bunch of names and stuff like that. Anything you guys
Yes.
want?
Yeah, can you write that down?
I have it all. I have it all written down. That's how I was speaking it from my notes.
Wait. Okay. Post it in the lore channel.
Posted in the lore channel. I'm just gonna copy paste this.
Put it in the lore channel.
And where's the lore channel here? Hopefully this works. It does. Yes, this is all the information that you will need. Let me make sure that everything is right here. Yeah, I like it. It won't let me send it though. Message is too long. Hold on.
Post like the file.
Yeah, I'll post a file. Hold on. I wanted to just put it like this, but because then it would just always be here written in there. Actually, you know what? No, I'll do it this way.
What is this? What is this? Guys, there's an activity going on.
What activity?
Guys, join my activity.
No.
Discord
Fine.
channel, guys.
What is this activity?
I don't know. Please.
Why are you making
Did you
an
just-
activity?
Did you disconnect the activity?
No, join the activity. Kayla.
What is this blazing eight?
It's an activity.
What is this?
It's an activity.
Gotta be what is this activity though?
It's
I don't know.
activity.
Join game.
I'm in the game.
I'm in the game
Okay,
too.
start.
Oh, it's Uno.
Is this Una?
Like, no.
Straight up playing Uno. Who's?
Whose turn is it?
It's Lemon Tree's turn. I put an 8 down, I guess. I don't know what that means, but I did it.
You have to pick the color.
Oh yeah, I'll
Who's
pick.
color?
That's me. It's me.
Pick the color.
There is no color on my screen. Oh,
On the
yes.
bottom. The bottom thing here. There it is.
Picked A.
This is bad.
I win!
Ooh!
I win! Yay!
What game is this?
I disagree. I disagree with that outcome.
Low blazing eights.
What is A?
It's ace.
Oh. Ooh.
Why'd you take my hand?
It's the only card I can play.
Snatch that up. Snatch it right up. Oh. Oh, is it still my turn?
Yeah.
You gotta
Oh,
pick
I
something.
This is terrible.
I mean, you just won, so.
Yay.
Jesus.
That's fun.
Handing away card. Now I got only 2 cards again. What is this bull?
I let Aiden take my cards.
Oh no. Oh no.
We'll just never let Aiden play again.
Oh
Great.
no.
Oh, it's my turn.
You stupid.
Oh no. This is bad.
What would you do? I disagree with that.
Had to be done.
I disagree with that too. Why are you doing this to me?
Bad. You get to play.
Is everybody drawn?
I don't even know whose turn is it.
I don't know. When the clock comes to you, it's your turn.
This is the only one that I don't have.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Dang. That's a problem.
Oh, it's my turn. Oh, I have 4. Disagree.
No.
That's rude. I can hear Aiden intensely clicking his mic.
Clicking my mic.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
We did it.
No.
Did we do it?
You're right.
Well, they switched it around. Oh, that's funny.
Oh no, oh no, oh no.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yes!
Well, how do you put out more than 1 card?
You don't.
You can't. I mean, I'm talking about like of the same number.
You don't.
That's annoying.
I win.
Boo!
I win. I win. I win. I win. I win. I'm
This
leaving.
is the last one, and then I need to take a shower.
I'm joining. I'm joining right now. I'm joining. I'm in.
Why is so rude, man?
No.
I don't want that.
Well, you get it. You just threw out 2 cards. How'd you do that?
No, 2
No.
people threw out fast, so I threw and she threw it.
I'm so good.
What? What the hell?
I'm so good.
Like 3 rounds happened and when I reversed, she played.
Way too quickly. What? Just keep clicking, guys. Just keep clicking.
Keep clicking. Oh, it's my turn.
I want to see the fastest throws. Fastest throws. Throws you can ever
Just keep
have.
clicking my G's. Keep clicking.
But just to keep clicking, keep going.
Just keep clicking.
Yeah.
This game can go by so fast. Alright,
Yeah,
speed run.
Speed run.
He goes
Like-
so fast. Something going.
Like color.
Oh my god.
Oh wow. Oh.
Jesus Christ, I have no yellow.
We have no cards.
Oh my god.
Yeah!
Dang.
We
Lightning
speedrun
round
this.
Speed running again.
Last one. And then Uncle needs to eat.
Oh, we gotta go faster.
Speed running. Come on.
Color.
Rude.
Of course, I need to draw another card.
Thanks for the cards, my G.
This is absolutely trash. I don't know. I like despise whoever gave me this hand. I don't agree with it.
Girl.
Jesus.
I'm telling you, I'm just clicking. I don't know what y'all doing, but I'm just clicking.
For real, that's what I'm doing.
I'm here clicking. He's out here clicking.
Man, why'd you skip me?
Be clicking.
What?
Nice, first win.
There we go.
Alright.
Okay, I'm leaving. Bye.
Nice.
Bye, guys.
Everybody,
That was
set a
fun.
reminder for next week, Sunday.
Next Sunday.
I will be holding you up to this, Uncle.
Of course, I'm here and I'm ready.
Okay, bye.
Wait, Sveta.
Hey.
Do you want to play
What?
Product Slayers after you're done?
After done taking a shower, sure.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Okay. Alright, stream. Okay, stream. Alright, stream. I'll see you later, stream.